Good day, everyone. Today, I want to discuss a critical issue that's very relevant to what's happening in the Philippines right now. As we embrace into the digital transformation, more and more companies are collecting and using personal data, whether it's a sanitary store using digital payments or big corporations managing customers' information. However, with this progress comes challenges. We've seen high-profile incidents like the Comelec data breach, where millions of voters' information was exposed, and similar issues in the private companies. This raises an important question. Are businesses doing enough to protect the data entrusted to them? Good day, everyone. This leads us to the key of ethical dilemma that should companies strictly follow data privacy laws even if it limits growth, or should they prioritize businesses' goals even if it risks ethical lapses? This dilemma is something businesses and professionals in the Philippines face every day. Today, we'll explore these issues, hear different perspectives, and analyze the ethical principle behind them. So I interviewed 10 people that are working in different companies to hear their different perspective in a question. Should companies strictly follow data privacy laws even if it's limit growth? Or should they prioritize business goals even if it's risk ethical lapses? Let's now hear their answers.
Companies should always follow data privacy laws, even if it slows business growth. In the Philippines, the Data Privacy Act of 2012 is there to protect people's personal information. So breaking these laws can lead to big fines and make customer loss trust. So while focusing on profits might seem tempting, being honest with careful with people's data builds loyalty and long-term success. So Filipino value trust and strong relationships. So handling data properly isn't just the right thing to do, it's also good for the business.
Well, in the fast approaching pace of the trend of the technology and the economy, a growing company will need more assets and resources to sustain its expansion. If a company decides to use more flexible ways to reach its goals, it's better not to abuse the data or the information that is entrusted to them by their customers or their end users by improving privacy measures and being transparent regarding to the information that is being used or going to be used and where it is being used.
To answer that question, a company should prioritize strict compliance with data privacy laws. While it may limit some short-term growth, following the law and protecting customer privacy is essential for long-term trust, legal security, and also the reputation, which ultimately benefits the business itself.
Hello? My answer is yes. Companies should prioritize strict compliance with data privacy laws even if it limits business growth. If a company doesn't comply with data privacy laws, they might face more damaging consequences and penalties, which will also affect not just their profit, but also their reputation. It is an ethical practice and responsibility of a company to provide safe and secure data. I believe that a company that protects and respects privacy will build a robust trust between the company and customer relationship and gain the business growth they deserve. That's it. Thank you.
Corporations should emphasize strict compliance with data privacy rules since they safeguard against illegal access to others, which the company is only permitted to access when it comes to the constraints of business expansion. The company can take activities to make the company grow while still adhering to the data privacy law.
Successfully deploying, innovating new approaches to implement this compliance and staying in the industry in years.
I believe companies should prioritize following data privacy laws because violating them can lead to significant fines and damage to the business. Additionally, customers care more about privacy. So businesses that protects it can gain loyal customers. While it might seem slower at first, focusing on important factors like compliance with data privacy laws and building trust with customers can lead to sustainable and long-term growth. And also, I believe that no business grows quickly. It requires patience, planning, and consistent effort. So in the end, taking the time to do things the right way often results in a greater stability and success.
For me, Echo, it should be yes. Companies should prioritize strict compliance with data privacy laws and standards. Contrary to the belief that it limits growth, adhering to these laws can actually strengthen a company's foundation and reputation. For example, global companies like Apple have built their brand around privacy, earning consumer trust and loyalty by prioritizing data protection. A business can grow and improve its market standing without compromising its cybersecurity capabilities. It promotes accountability and ethical responsibility, qualities that attract and retain loyal customers and partners. For instance, banks and financial institutions, they adhere to these data privacy regulations such as GDPR or the Philippines Data Privacy Act of 2012. After all, security and reliability are fundamental to sustainable growth in today's competitive and digital-driven market. Moreover, strict compliance can shield a company from costly penalties from legal liabilities as well, ensuring its resources are invested in innovation rather than the damage control. For example, non-compliant companies like Facebook, now known as Meta, have faced multi-billion-dollar fines which not only harmed the finances but eroded the customer's trust when it happened back then.
A company should prioritize strict compliance with data privacy laws, even if it's limit business growth. Adhering to these laws build trust with customers, protects the company from legal and financial penalties, and ensure long-term sustainability. Sacrificing ethics and privacy for short-term gains can damage reputation and lead to significant risks, outweighing the benefits of a more flexible approach.
In my opinion, companies must prioritize strict compliance with data privacy laws, even if it seems to limit business growth, because trust is the foundation of long term success. Breaking privacy not only risks fines and lawsuits but also damages your reputation, something no money can easily recover. Customers expect their data to be handled ethically, and meeting those expectations builds loyalty. While flexibility might boost short term profits, the cost of ethical violations far outweighs the gains. So, companies must focus for long term success, respect privacy, build trust, and sustainable growth will follow.
In the end, the way we handle data in the Philippines today will shape the trust people have in business tomorrow. This ethical dilemma, whether to strictly follow data privacy laws or prioritize growth, remind us of a critical balance between progress and responsibility. As professionals, it's important to remember that data is not just information. It represents real people who trust us to protect it. Whether we're following laws or making ethical decisions or finding compromises, our actions define the future of how data is managed in our country. Let's all strive to make decisions that not only benefit our businesses but also uphold the trust and respect of the people we serve. Thank you.